We are recording. 1 second. All right, you ready, Mr. McDowell?
Yep.
All right, we're about to get started. I gotta text someone. This okay. Let me go to my Facebook page and go here. Hey, Odessa, thanks for tuning in, girlfriend. I see you like our first guest, Mr. McDowell. How are you?
All right, you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm so excited. You like I said, you hit me up. We were just talking. And when I found out your story, I got even more excited, about, this interview, and I know we kind of put it together at the last minute. I was like, I gave you 2 dates and you was like, you took the first one. He's like, let's do it. Let's do it.
Football season over with. Yeah, it's football every day.
Yeah, Hey, T Car. We got T Car. She's I don't know if you ever met T Car. She's one of the best female producers out here. I've been knowing her for years and stuff. So
Right.
we're gonna get this interview started because you got so much to talk about because you are a legend to me. You know what I mean? I know people call me a legend, but to me, you're a true legend and stuff. So what I like to find out at first, especially your first time on the show and stuff, what was Cliff like in elementary?
Bad.
Yeah.
Going from school to school. Give my mom a hard time.
You was giving your mom a hard time. So even in elementary, did you play sports? I know you was bad, but
I played sports all the way up from 7 till I couldn't play no more.
Okay, what'd you play?
Everything. Football, basketball, baseball, ran track.
Okay, okay. And so what was Cliff like in junior high?
School to school, kept getting in trouble, getting expelled, and but I was only sixth grader at ECI. Out of high school, continuation school. I was like the first sixth grader to ever go to a continuation school.
Oh, really?
And I went with all the older people, like all people that was in high school. But I was the only sixth grader.
How did that happen?
Elk Grove and Sac City kicked me out.
Oh, so they made sure they put you somewhere, right?
Right.
Okay, okay. Now what about high school?
I was Sac High. Then I got expelled from Sac High with the Burbank. Playing football, and then got shot the day before my football game.
What?
Didn't play no more. Yeah.
So how old were you when you got shot?
I was in 10th grade.
Okay. What age is that? I'm trying to think.
Probably think 15. I think 15 or 16, one of them.
Wow.
But I was starting in high school. Like I said, if I went to the party, I never got shot.
Man. So now that we learned, about, your childhood and stuff, let's dive more deep into, your life and stuff. So when did you start, getting into, like you said, the gang banging and stuff?
12 years old, 11, 12.
Mhm.
I was driving myself to school, elementary and junior high. And, I had a curl back then, Dickies, and the Cortez is already right
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
So you said, wait a minute, you was driving yourself to school?
Yeah, I drove myself to school. I drove myself football practice, park around the corner.
At age what?
11, 12.
Oh, wow. Okay, okay.
I had my own car. My cousin that got me.
Did you ever, so how many times did you get pulled over in the cars?
Back then, I wouldn't get it. I started getting pulled over more as I got older.
Oh, okay.
I was always high speeding or attempting high speed or jumping out and running.
Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So tell I watched you guys. I'm gonna after this interview's over, I'm gonna put his YouTube on there that really tells. We're gonna talk about his life, but that goes into even more deep about his life and stuff. And I really everybody needs to watch it and stuff. You're gonna see some people y'all know and everything. So
All hoods.
Oh, so so tell us, about yourself.
Grew up fast, gang banging. And once I couldn't play football no more, I went full fast gang banging. Like, I was selling drugs in all the corners and shit. And I was going to adult clubs at 13, 14, 15, clubs in Stockton with my cousin them, and then Rancho Arroyo out here. And
Rancho,
all
yes.
the, in Hawaii, and I used to go to all the clubs at like 13, 14, real talk,
Okay.
inside.
Now, I was listening, to, your bio and stuff. Now, you said you came from a family home, right?
Yeah, both sides.
Okay, both sides. So how did, you know, the streets, you get into all that? I know,
Yeah.
it happens, but
I mean, we came, our family was just straight hustlers. And like I said, I was raised around a lot of girls. Like all my cousins studied, all was hustlers. They all had older boyfriends that was in the game. So that's why I learned kind of fast.
mhm.
What I'm
Wow.
saying? And my sister too. You know what I'm saying? That cousins mess with the Crips, cousins mess with the Bloods, cousins mess with this person, that person. So I was in that circle of all, the youngest out of everybody.
Okay, okay. And you just watching, you just got involved and stuff,
Like,
right?
but like I said, I was really like grinding, like selling dope and stuff at 14 on the blocks and all that stuff.
Wow. So how old were you when you like, sold, did your first sale?
I probably like 13, 14,
13?
13. I'll say 13.
So do you still remember how you felt and stuff? Like, like man, when you got the money in your hand and
When you're young, you feel like somebody, because I had every car you can think of, from photo Chevys to the Cutlasses, to the Skylarks, to the Cougars. I had every one, all the 5.0s before I was even 21.
man, before you was even 16, you said.
Yeah, I had all that way, like I said, way before 21.
Wow. So what age were you when you first, got locked up?
Juvenile hall, curfew all the time.
Curfew?
Yeah.
Wow.
They had to come get me all the time. Yeah, so then my mom had moved to the Bay, get me up out of here, but I came right back.
Okay. Now you said now I tell you I listened to, your bio, right? So your mom took you to the Bay, right? And
Yeah, they transferred my probation out there and stuff.
yeah. Now did you get in trouble in the Bay too?
I came back. I
Oh,
kept coming back.
you came right back.
Took her car, came right back.
Wait a minute, you took her car and came back?
Yeah, right out the hospital. Soon I felt better.
Oh,
Yeah.
so what happened when she caught up with you?
It's kind of, oh no, my mom was, she's talking chase was, I had one of the moms that we weren't getting a whoop, she's squaring off.
Oh, because she's squaring off.
Yeah, yeah, she on the phone.
So, how many siblings do you have?
Got a lot, got a lot of brothers and sisters, a lot.
Because I heard in your bio, you say your sister used to jump in your fights,
All
right?
of them. I couldn't even come inside the house because my mom got on shit. She's fight a lot. She's tearing me up though.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah.
So,
But
uh, uh,
we was super, 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 super tight.
super tight. Okay. Okay.
She ran away. My mom had my jacket out the door, and she knew I was going right with her.
Man. Now, does your sister still live here?
Yeah.
Okay. So all your siblings are here in Sacramento, right?
Now all of them. I got a sister living in New York.
Mm, okay. My
Uh,
daughter, yeah, she lives in New York too.
that's my oldest sister,
Oh,
Janice.
oh, okay, got it. Okay. So, so how did you when did your life change? Let me ask you that.
Too late in my 40s.
It's never too late because you're still breathing.
No, not like that. I'm saying
Yeah.
because you get tired after a while. So you like, man, it's the same old shit. No matter what, you keep getting caught up. You got fake friends, fake this, fake that. So just get tired. Now everything I said I was gonna do when I was in the feds, I got out and did it. Every single thing.
Okay. Now in your bio, you was talking about, and I really felt you on this, is like you said when you was locked up, before you locked up, you had all these, these homies around you. But when you got locked up, it's like they, disappeared and stuff. And I
Yeah.
like the fact that you said a real homie's gonna check on your family, your kids, your mama, and all that stuff. So, let's talk about that.
Even with that, I had a good support system. But it's like some people you would expect to do stuff. wasn't there for you, that type of stuff. But I like homies that wrote me, send me money, like Project Weezy, Kev, people that like literally answer phones every time I called. And they tell me the dates that I'm gonna get. They got money for me, stuff like that. It's important. Pictures helps you more than anybody think in jail, and just a homie even taking time to write you.
Mhm. So when you was how long were you gone?
7 is a change.
Okay. So when you was locked up and and what were you thinking about, like, about the the change you was gonna do, or when you get out? What was going through your mind and everything?
My kids, and like when I left, my son was like 3.5, 4, and he watched me walk out the door. I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So that type of stuff. But then let's go on, just being in there, you like get around a whole bunch of dudes, meet a lot of good dudes, be like, this is jail, man. Damn, I'm 47 years old, still going to jail.
Mm,
It's crazy.
yeah. So you got out 7 years later, and what was the first thing that did to change your life?
Straight to it with the kids and the activists and the mentors. And like I said, getting like I used to have like 8 or 9 kids with me every weekend.
Mm,
Still do, you know what I'm saying? I drop like 5, 6 off of school every day
okay.
to this day.
Okay. So when you got out, you started well, I kind of want to go back to, because you was part of the music industry, right?
I was like I did intros and I was always in it, but I tried to rap 1,000 times and couldn't do it.
Right. And let's give a shout out to JD too.
Oh, for sure, gotta get it, gotta get
Yeah.
it.
And Clemmy, OG, bad mouth.
Mandatory. Yeah.
Yes, we gotta give shout out, to them, because I know, like with JD, you was part of his label, or me?
So I was with us like my cousin. JD kind of like raised me too. I was around JD on the blocks when I was like 10, 11, watching him.
Mhm. Oh wow, wow.
And he was going my monster blood. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah, me and JD go way, way back, because I think his label was called Family something. I can't.
Gotta get it.
Gotta get it, gotta get it. I don't know why I
Mhm.
thought family something. Yeah, gotta get it, So you did a little bit of that, okay. And then now, then you went did some time now, came out and stuff. So you started mentoring, who do you mentor right now?
I mentor youth like teenagers, a lot of teenagers, like in the age of like 13, 18. And then we have a lot of programming classes that I do too. I run a lot of classes.
Where at? Let's talk about where you at. Let people know.
In Sacramento, like in the P or Fruit Ridge, in the community center right there in Fruit Ridge. We got like we got a gun class, we got a youth speak class, we got a sugar and spice class. We're gonna start doing a healing circle for youth.
What is that?
A healing circle for youth.
Oh, healing circle for youth. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the ages?
We gonna hit the teenage ages.
Okay.
We don't leave nobody out, but we're gonna try to hit the teenagers.
The teenagers? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the time where like you said, you started, getting into that life, at a young age and stuff. What do you see the difference between, how you grew up now and the kids nowadays?
It's a big difference. I don't fall out with nobody I grew up with. And if I do fall out, it'll be for a couple hours, a couple days. Like these young dudes play football together, go to school together, and get a new friend. Next thing you know, they shooting at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then like, I don't care what neighborhood you're from. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I always been. I don't like funny because when I'm weird, I don't worry about people say, "Oh, you mess with some dudes, that dude." That's childish. If we worry about that, then the kids are gonna follow the same stuff we do.
Right. Right. Now the kids nowadays, how do you explain, when you get like I'm pretty sure you got some kids that's like got that wall up, right?
Yeah, a lot.
So how do you kind of break the wall down little by little?
It'd be funny because I test the kids all the time. When they in the car with me, I play certain music and see how they react to it. And
Uh-huh.
then a lot of kids get super duper quiet. It'd be funny.
Uh-huh.
It's
Wow.
funny. But like I said, I tell them my story and stuff. Sometimes it's bored to them. Sometimes they want to listen, but then some take it serious.
Mhm. Do you ever find are the parents supportive in what you do? Because nowadays, like some parents are just not involved, right?
And that's the problem.
Yeah. So
No, it's not some, like 75%. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, if you don't get them, they ain't gonna make it.
Right.
They're gonna miss practice. They're gonna miss games. They're gonna, they don't try.
Wow. And now, what has been your biggest like you helped, you mentor a kid, and what been like the biggest like best the one that touched your heart? You know what I mean? That the success story of it. You know what I mean?
A
Like
lot of them. Like
a
when I
lot.
was telling you that I got to play football when I first got out. Um, he was like, say he was at a park. Him and his mom. And I picked, signed him up football, paid for him, bought him cleats and stuff. And then he quit. I ain't seen him like 2 years later. You know what I'm saying? And then to this day with me right now. You know what I'm saying? And then we did a little summit speech, and he just told me, how much he appreciate me and stuff that touched me. I didn't think he remembered.
Oh,
Three
wow.
people did that, so that kind of touched me a lot. Just to hear kids don't forget stuff and kids appreciate you.
Yeah.
And he like said he would run out. I pick him up Friday and drop him off Sunday for a whole year before he started living with us.
Wow. And how old is he now?
Same age as my son, 15, same birthday, everything.
I mean, he's living with you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. 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 And how you ever had like I'm pretty sure you're gonna say yes, but any parents like really like kind of go against you to where, the old you almost came out.
Not really, tell you the truth, because I'm really genuine with it, and I really do it from the heart, and I really do this stuff. I ain't acting. I'm not doing it to impress nobody. I'm not doing it for credit. So parents see it from a mile away, the real. But people also get mad and say I'm picking these kids up and not these kids.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But a lot of kids really call my phone and check on me. A lot that you'd be like surprised.
Wow. Wow. Now, do you do, I know you mentor, is a lot, is it girls too, or,
Yeah, no, it's girls too. My wife, she do it, sugar and spice.
oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They tackle the girls and they do everything.
Mm, okay. Man, I really wish if I would have known that, I would have had her on too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to have her on another day because really, the girls, they need that guidance and
Mm-hmm.
everything, especially nowadays. And honestly, all kids do because about the hygiene,
Oh yeah.
everything. They need to learn, everything about, you know, just about, growing up, their body, all that stuff, you know what I mean? And that,
That's real.
you know, and the confidence and stuff, because there's a lot of bullying.
Mm-hmm.
We thought we had bullies when we was like in school, but it's a very different now, very, very different and stuff. So,
And I try to teach kids a lot about taking sides. About that destroys a lot of friendship. Taking sides, jealousy, envy. And I'm trying to tell them if all y'all rock together, don't take a side. If you ain't gonna jump in a fight, break it up. If it's hold on real quick. Uh, that type of stuff.
now, speaking of that, what do you think? What goes to,
Hold on one second.
okay.
Hold on.
All right, y'all. We got Clifford McDowell. Y'all tune in. Let's see who's watching. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Bethany. Well, I already said hi to T Car, but gonna say hi to you again, sis. All right. And appreciate everybody who's tuning in. 1 second.
Let's keep calling. Go ahead.
All right, I forgot what I was talking about. Okay. Um, I guess we was talking that's what I was about to ask you. So what goes through your mind? Nowadays, you was talking about back in the days, we didn't have all this social media, we didn't have all these tools and stuff. Now you see,
I don't care on the interview.
so now a lot of times when I turn on social media, you see these people with the camera, grown folks with the camera, filming these teenagers and stuff fighting.
You know, that's why I tell the kids all the time. I tell my son to this day, right now, do not record fights because if somebody's kid is getting beat up on your camera, they come look for you.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? That's not cool. That really not cool. They be having stuff on the cameras.
Yeah, yeah. Everything goes on and it goes on social media. And even though they take it down, it's never erased. That's what they don't get and stuff. So, but so you wrote a book.
Mhm.
What made you write the book? And what's the book about?
My mom, because I was calling too much from jail, and she said, "Why don't you quit calling and write a book?" And I took it and ran with it.
Okay, what
It's
so
an autobiography about how I grew up in all the different neighborhoods and people I messed with, this, that, and that, all that, just like real street stuff, like a real life story.
okay.
Because like I said, I was in all the neighborhoods growing up. You know what I'm saying? I was like from Oak Park, like I said, Moody Parkway, and I met a lot of people, like a lot of people I grew up with from sports, NYSP. It's all in the book, and I'm still like cool with them dudes. That's why I try the youth now. Turn on the kid, he plays football here, went to another team, and now y'all beefing with this guy that you rode the car with every day.
Hmm. Wow. And then I like the fact that you just said a few minutes ago that when you was growing up, y'all fought and everything, but then y'all was back cool. But
Yeah,
nowadays they let it linger.
yeah, everybody just trip off me like that because if I love you, we mess around, we ain't even do all that all day, months and weeks and all that. Somebody got to break.
Wow. Now where can people get the book at?
It's on Amazon, and I got it out the trunk, but
Okay.
it's on Amazon. I'm trying to get in Barnes and Noble, Barnes and Nobles. I'm doing another book release party 'cause I got part two that I ain't really touched yet. I'm still, promoting this, promoting.
Where was your first release party at?
He was out here on White Avenue. It was months back though.
Oh, it's 3 months back. Okay. So where you gonna do you have a location that you're
Not yet.
thinking about?
Not yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do some more book signings and book commercials and stuff like that.
Okay. So how many I mean how many copies you have sold? Do you know?
I sold a lot. It surprised me, but I sold a lot. But the thing about it, be the ones that's supposed to have the book don't got the book.
Wow. So I'm just curious, like when you wrote the book, like did you like record it like voice and have somebody how did that come about?
Pencil and paper.
Pencil and paper, then you did like send it to a publisher?
I got it edited in there, like when I put it in there. And then I spent out here, and my sister helped me do it. I'm
Okay.
going in Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta. In Atlanta? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
And that's another thing that you said too, and it's so true. You said that in your bio that I watched that, it's always people outside your like city or something that supports you the most.
right.
Because
Yeah,
everybody that blew up, they didn't blow up in their own hometown. They blew up outside of their hometown, you
just
know.
like it's like when you get in the car, you don't hear nobody listening to Sacramento music or wherever you find music. They listen to everybody, but your folks.
Right, exactly.
And then like I said, it's just like I said, so much envy and jealousy, man. Like I said, for no reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? People don't, people don't even know why they don't like you.
Yeah.
They don't like you because somebody else don't like you. So they be scared to talk to you because they know they don't talk about you with that person.
Right. It's
You know,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, I when I had Meek on, he refreshed my memory. He brought memory back about how they used to wrap the van and go like
Mm-hmm.
to Oklahoma and all that stuff, and they actually had more sales out there than they did there in their own hometown.
Yeah, it's always like that. And that's my cousin right there. So we rock. We talk. He like one of the first ones I ever did was doing him and Clemmy. To me, the first
Mm,
one doing them documentaries and the DVDs and all that stuff.
yeah, exactly.
'Cause I was in Badmouth video way back when I was a kid on Fourth Avenue.
Mm. There was somebody else you said that you was in their video, and I couldn't remember. And I was like, I said, I said, I probably showed him on my show
Yeah,
because I had
I've
like
been
a local.
I've been around it forever though. I've been around the rap scene forever. Like I said, I tried it, didn't work.
You try, didn't
Yeah,
work.
didn't work.
I know some people ask me, they go, "So do you sing?" I said, "No, no, no. I'm a promoter."
Yeah.
I stick to my lane, stick to my lane and stuff. Um, so okay, so we talked about, the book, talk about the farm. You was part of the Farm Boys. Talk
So
about
them my dogs right there, like L, them, they dad Larry, he live on Curtis Street. And I knew he's the first one to work on my car when I was 11, 12. Like, he was my only mechanic back there. So
wow.
that's the dad from the Farm Boys with Tay and all them. And,
Yeah,
Dame, Dale, Killer and all them. I really was around the dudes a kid, had a ball with them. Like I said every time I talk, like, I ain't never seen Famous or Jane. I don't think them dudes even argue with each other before. That's how tight their family is.
yeah. I
And
remember
they, and
when
they, and they, and they like this to this day. I mean, no changes, no matter what.
wow. And you still talk, do you still talk to Keek, right?
Yeah, I keep up. Me and Kiki got every single day.
Yeah, wow.
Mhm.
He said, and it's just crazy that when I meet when I met the artists like 40 Keek, so they are. Just so down to earth, you know.
Yeah, like Dre. I fuck with Dre, Quinn,
Oh yeah,
tough man. The dude, like I said, I was around it.
yeah. Good
But
old,
like
good
real
old
tough.
Dre. Yeah.
Yeah,
Every
yeah,
time I saw, remember, I always mention this on the, when I have people like you, the legends and stuff on. Remember, Top Notch Records off of Florin?
yeah, yep, yep.
Yeah, I used to always run in Mac Dre there. He used to be like, "Lead, I'm coming on show, I'm coming on the show."
Right.
Never,
They like say they brought the fun out here. Cause like I said, we was a gang banging city. And we used to gang bang hard out here though. But like I said, but it was like always bloods on bloods though. It was like never really too much crippin' blood.
mhm, right. Now the music scene, like you said in your bio, is very different now and stuff. Like you said, back in days, we had the T Nutties, JD's label. We had Crisis,
Right.
shout out to Crisis and everything.
Got the
You know,
Capital Boys, the big sleps. We had the rappers. We just didn't have to push.
yeah. And even me and I'm pretty sure you agree on this, that we get forgotten about. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's like, yeah, it's just, a lot of when they do like events and stuff, I'll be like, who are these people? Those aren't the legends. Those aren't who I remember. you know.
I don't know why I'd be like that, but like I said, Jack just got to come back together, man.
Yeah.
Like my nephew Juice, he's trying to bring it back together hard as he can. Have softball games against the Mexicans, the blacks, and trying to keep it going. Those turkey drives, uh, bringing different people in. Just people trying. We trying. Like I said, back in the days, I was picking up the football games at 19 against the Heights, Meadowview, and Detroit, G Parkway. We was playing them and everything. And I was only like 19 years old.
Wow. Yeah. Um, shout out to, to you and Nino. You guys have been, doing the coaching, and Bueno, shout out to you guys for, as you coming back and just, giving your time and everything to these youth.
I was the first coach out of all of us.
Oh, you was the first. Oh, okay. Okay.
One of my old coaches came and got me.
Okay. And then also speaking of coaches, I gotta, give rest in peace, my brother Jamal,
Oh, sure. It's my dog right there.
you know, yes, I remember, he was very much man, I remember, Jamal he was very much into the kids and, doing all that and stuff and
Mm-hmm.
everything. So
Every
uh
time we always coach me and him coach together too.
you really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was his sister and real estate agent and everything.
Right.
Yeah, I think his death would it hurt me that one to hurt me a lot, and stuff, But yeah, so so what else, what don't we know? What or what what else you're gonna do? Talk to us. Well, no, we got
So,
you. We got you on.
yeah, pushing, keep pushing for peace, keep pushing for success. Try to bring these neighborhoods together for the youngsters to see how we rock. They couldn't worry about your friends thinking, your partner thinking, and just bring it together. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like you know with a lot of stuff when you only invite your neighborhood and stuff. or you fight this stuff. So that's when you know people still playing both sides of the fence. So
Right.
it's a lot of stuff people got to think about up here that kids need to see.
Mm-hmm.
But back in our days, they wasn't giving us no guns and all that stuff. We just wanted to put the work in. You know, big homies didn't do all that. But nowadays, big homies like when people do that. Not all big homies. Some people like when kids are shooting and fighting. They're like, damn, you send them to the grave. So I wish I'd have knew back in the day. Like I said, I've been shot 4 times, stabbed, all type of stuff. Took my lung out. If I got to talk like this, mess with them bullets.
Oh, wow. So you say you got shot 4 times?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
What,
was just,
I mean, like, what part? You
my,
say lung.
oh, my chest, under my arm, this arm, and my back.
Wow.
I still got permanent nerve damage. But boy, still got a bullet in my arm right here.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah. And
So
then like, you know,
how can someone get involved? Like, what somebody says, man, I want to be involved with what you're doing.
reach out to me. But like I said, we deal with a lot of kids, man. And like I said, we do referrals and get kids in trouble, try to get them resources and uh, just a whole bunch of different stuff. Like I said, we got a women's breakfast coming up. We got a Halloween party. Christmas party coming up. We stay active with these kids. Stay active.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like some parents really want their kids to get help, and some don't.
mm. Do you ever find like around the holidays that there's families that need like the dinners, the gifts,
We do that. We do that. We do homeless fees. Do that. We got gifts right now for them, bikes for them, got everything. But for kids and unfortunate and all that stuff.
Okay.
Like I said, in the streets is just it's cold, man. Like I said, it's cold. A lot of people they act like they want the streets to stop, but they don't, because it's still the same BS, man. Like I said, people know what their kids do when they walk out the door. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to temperature check. I'm not perfect. My kids ain't perfect. But having boys is the most stressful thing in the world.
Tell me about it.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you always gotta this thing like me, because I was really in the streets, like really in the streets. I have my own apartment, 15, driving cars at 12, sell dope, 7 baby mamas, I had all the kids, I had the first kids when I was 14, 15, stuff like that. So I really, my story's always been different. Like I said, I dealt with all the 29th Street dudes, the Meadowview dudes, the G Parkways, the Creek. I really like literally dealt with them guys. That's why it's in my book and their names. You know what I'm saying? And that's why all that comes with a lot of hate, though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I came with They Gon' Hate Entertainment. Because people have hate for no reason. They hate over a girl or hate because what you got. I help the whole Sacramento out there. But to let you don't have it, they gonna automatically think you got it. But just because they really don't want to help you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a transition. It was super hard. And sometimes you stressed out, you go this way because you having this, having that. But freedom is more important than all that.
Right. Very much so.
You know what I'm saying? I was, like I said, been working and working and working. Family had tell me to take a break.
Mhm.
I was at 4 classes a week plus coaching sports.
Man. Um, Now you said your wife stood by you during a time that you was locked up, right?
Yep, yep. She survived me. She came to visit every year. Had money on books every year. Like I said, my mom, brother. But she wrote it out. No, she wrote it out.
Wow. That's
And she like when they had the COVID, I got sick. I was in ICU for 9 days and in hospital for 2.5 months. I got an ulcer to the feds. But they kept saying I could tell my stomach hurt, side hurt. They kept saying, "Ain't nothing wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with you." Shit, 2 years later, I'm in the hospital,
wow.
fetching blood over.
Mm,
So she had to go to Congress. She had to the warden. She had to do 1,000 things. That's when the COVID was really knocking people down.
mm,
And I had to hold my stomach like this, so I can't get infected. So I stayed in the hospital, cuffed to the bed for 2.5 months. I got
man.
my ankles still hurt right now from that.
Wow. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like just jail ain't cool. That's why I'm trying to tell these youngsters. They be thinking it's cool, trying to show out, but they don't want that life.
Do they still do the where they take like what's it called? Scare straight. They
That's
don't
what
do that no more, do they?
they do. But I ain't been up on it, but we got people out here that do that. I just took six people to my homies in the park about 3 weeks ago. And they were talking all the mess on the way there. One started crying, other one jumped in the car. I thought you was this, thought you was that. It's real talk, real story.
Wow. See, and
And
sometimes,
then one of them over there, so quiet, ain't saying nothing. Like, oh, but you guys was just destroying me in the car.
man. So, wow. And you say your wife has a nonprofit too.
Now we do it together, all together.
Oh, it's all to, but
All,
hers is a different
all,
name, right?
no, her program, Sugar and Spice.
Okay. Is that a nonprofit or
Yeah, all together is nonprofit right here.
all together? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me see again. So you got the girl. Okay, I like that. I
Yeah.
really like that. Okay. Now, how can now what does she do with her, like with the young girls? What's the ages?
They do all ages. They got like 2 or 3 different groups. They got a group with the young kids, they got a group with the older kids.
Okay. Okay. Now, I know we was talking about the kids and stuff. Do you feel like, do you ever, mentor the adults and stuff? Do you guys mentor adults?
All day. All day. I listen to people, I listen to me and come together.
Okay.
I ain't never, one thing I mean, I always was a listener.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I was knucklehead growing up, but I listened to my OGs.
Yeah.
I don't disrespect no elders.
Okay. Yeah,
And that's
'cause
what, that's what I'm trying to teach the youth now about disrespecting elders.
right.
You know what I'm saying? You got kids that disrespect elders, you like, you want somebody to disrespect your mom and dad?
I see it in the stores and stuff, and I'll be ready. I'll be wanting to tear the kids up, you know. Yeah, it's just crazy. But like I was saying that, we got the kids, but a lot of the adults, they lost too,
Yeah, they
And I
want
see it
to
at
be them.
my job, huh?
That's because they want to be them. They still, some of them still want to be them. But like I said, maybe you got to tackle your kids sometime. Like I said, I be stressed out. Like you trust kids, you give them a little leeway, and they blow it. And then you got to do your homework on friends too, no matter what. You got to do your homework on your friend, on your kids' friends. But then
Right.
you think your kids are innocent and kickback. Nah, do your homework.
No, right. Kids will always hide.
Mm-hmm.
I know I did, but they nowadays they really, really hide, stuff and everything. Now, one thing that we didn't talk about, you say you in your bio that I just listened to, how did you get how did you get part of drugs? Like, for you doing it yourself.
Just growing up around it, growing up with other people, smoking sherm and kicking it, house parties, eat pills, nut powder, just having too much fun, just living a party life.
So when you came home, how did you keep away from it?
Not,
Not
not,
want to go back to doing it. You know what I mean?
not trying to go back.
Okay.
And then staying on track and staying focused. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have a haircut, somebody's gonna say you're on drugs, even if you really ain't.
Yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I'm saying? So you go that comes with envy, hate, jealousy too. All this, you're so much, and people do so much, but yeah, she only lasts for so long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. And Sherm, that's pretty that's a heavy one.
Yeah, we used to be sitting like Indians smoking sherm. Us and girls.
Wow, 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 wow,
Mm-hmm.
wow. So now the book is called what?
Bacon rate,
You got
autobiography,
you got the copy right there? Okay. And you said they could get it on Amazon?
Amazon, and inbox me.
Okay, but I told you what Braven said, right?
Yeah. I'm,
I think Whack too. I think Whack is
I grew up with him too. Like I'm saying, like I grew
I
up.
think they're waiting for their books.
I went to NYSP,
Uh-huh.
National Youth Sports Program. That's when every hood in Sacramento went there. That's where
Uh-huh.
I met a lot of people,
Hmm.
like East, the Heights, and I had a ball in the Heights, had a ball everywhere, a ball in G Park, had a ball, maybe ball Detroit, all hoods. You have so much fun when you go outside your hood. You like, dang, that's how they kick it.
Mm.
So the people hate on you going to them hoods, but when they go with you, they're gonna be out there without you next.
Yeah. That's
because people so stuck on listening to their partners, so stuck on worry about this dude think, this dude think. When it's salute and be happy, we trying to change and make a difference.
mhm.
You know what I mean? Don't be part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? We came up hard. You know, like I said, I came up hard. I've been shot at 1,000 times and so many car accidents and stabbed and like my life was rough. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I always had that good heart.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was always the thing with me. I was overprotective of my friends and stuff. You know, like two of my best friends are dead right now. Like, you know, I had a friend, like a best friend in every hood, like a real tight friend.
Mhm.
Different hoods, and once we start kicking, and that person start kicking us, I'm like, dang, you know. Like another thing, on a lot of people is when you're in different neighborhoods, you catch a lot of people's girls driving them us.
That was the biggest problem right there.
They like Clifford, don't tell me. You know what I'm saying? But I was so happy I grew up though because I saved a lot of lives and got my life saved a lot of times just by knowing everybody.
Wow. Wow. Now, do you, so is there like a, and you could put like when this is over and stuff, you could put it in the thing like, and you guys can inbox him too if you guys want to like donate. Because I'm pretty sure, running those programs is, it's, you need donations and stuff, you know
Yeah,
what
we
I
got
mean?
we got a Christmas party coming up.
Mm.
Got Thanksgiving turkey drive coming up. We got a home speed coming up
Okay. No, the Christmas party, what does that entail?
December 19th.
Is what?
December 19th.
No, what does it entail? Like, what do you like? You get all the kids together, like the
Yeah,
boys and
we're
girls?
gonna give out free gifts and feed them.
Okay. Do you get like a building?
Yeah, we already got the building.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
We got the building. I got flyers though. I sent it to you. I sent it to your page.
Yeah, not most definitely, we'll share it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I just want to give a shout. I'm trying to give a shout out to everybody that's doing something with the kids. I gotta give a shout out to Nikki. She's down there at I still call it the African marketplace. I think they call it something else now.
The podcast girl, Nikki.
Yeah, she got the crop thing. It's just awesome that everybody's coming together trying to build because we all see where these kids,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, it's different now. We got the social media. They have all these access to, we always had access to like the guns and stuff, but it's just getting even more crazier nowadays. And even
Real.
though they have what's it called, the Boys and Girls Club, you don't hear about that stuff no more. I don't hear about them doing anything.
We go talk to the schools. Been talking to like 20 schools with brother to brother, Merv Brookins. We talk to kids about why not to pick up a gun
Oh,
and what comes with it, the consequences come with it.
yeah.
You know, two sides to a barrel. We got a whole team that we go do a lot of schools and talk about that.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Like everybody in the group been shot, except then you got the square, never been to jail, never been shot, but he hangs with us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That type
Yeah.
of stuff.
Okay. Oh, so you guys are doing like, man, I was just thinking like a school tour like type of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, we did like 15 schools already
Wow. Wow.
in Sacramento. We just gonna get schools in our Grove next.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. But so what do you guys like for the Christmas, and you say you guys like, well, for let's start with Thanksgiving. You need donations like to, give out to the families. But how many families do you guys, have right?
Maybe we can like every Saturday from 11 to 1, we have the building the Fruit Ridge for donations for Thanksgiving.
Okay. Okay.
Every Saturday to the 29th.
And then for Christmas, I know you said you have the Christmas party, but do you like, especially now with the shutdown going on and everything, there's a lot of families who can't, give to the kids,
No, we gonna have presents, we have food. It's gonna be nice. Music, we gonna have a ball.
So do the kids kind of, do you got have the kids remember how we used to, I don't know if you remember this, right? The post office, remember the Santa Claus at the post office?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's over, right?
yeah. I think so.
Yeah, remember the kids used to, write down what they wanted, then we would mail it to the post office and they would post it on the thing. And I remember like when I was like a single mom and stuff,
Mhm.
that helped me out a couple of times. Families would pick, like, the names and bring go shopping and bring the gifts to the kids. Is that something you know?
Nah, we probably, I don't know if we're gonna hand pick it or you might just bite off. But we know a lot of families that need it. We'll probably take, like how you just said, take them ones to them. But as far as the party, play some games and give out free gifts.
Okay.
And they eat, dance contests and stuff. It's different, just a lot of different stuff to have fun.
Okay.
We get talent shows. We did a lot of stuff, walking and camping, fishing. I do a lot of stuff
Okay.
with a
Cool.
kid. And
Okay.
like I said, as far as my book, cause I really was a gangbanger, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that life was kind of harder with how these dudes do it now. But we had everything we did was on site or walking and shooting or in the car shooting. Now they all funking off internet. Ain't met that dude dance like.
Yeah. Yeah. It was,
So that's what all those older heads gotta come together, man, and talk to our kids first. And they friends, that's a good start. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Get the friends ones you know first, then try to bring all the rest of them in. But like I said, parents gotta reach out too. We shouldn't always have to reach out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they know their kid, they know all the stuff we do, that I do, and everybody that we deal with, you gotta reach out, man. We can't reach out all the time. We might miss one.
Yeah. That's true. Um, he's gonna kill me. Um, uh, oh, I hate when they have different names on Facebook, and then I gotta remember what the real name is. Um, uh, oh my goodness, Rod Gibbons.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's a home inspector now. He's gonna kill me because I can't remember. I am so sorry, fam. I can't remember. He's gonna be like, Alita, how do you forget?
Yeah.
But he said, "What's up, fam? We got my girl Charity is watching.
Mm-hmm.
You know, have you ever checked out Charity? She's one amazing singers out here in Sacramento, actually, and she's actually will be a good person like to for like your wife with the young girls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's been through some things in life, and I've watched her from the beginning of her career to now and stuff. So, but Sherrod, Sherrod Gibbons.
I think so.
Yeah. He said, "What's up, fam?"
Oh, Sherrod, yeah, Sherrod, yeah.
Oh my God. And I've been knowing him for years and
Me
stuff, but
too.
he got a different name on Facebook than I got to remember. Yeah. So,
Sometimes you gotta do that.
so, but family, is there anything else, like I said, this is your show. I wanted to highlight you and
So I mean, salute to Sacramento, salute to all neighborhoods, salute to everybody. Hopefully we can bring this shit together and get these youngsters on the same page as us. And
yeah,
salute, and let the hating and the envy and the jealousy out the window before we can all get along and, be successful together. Bigger yous, no bigger me's. You
yeah,
know, they gonna hate.
right,
We ain't supposed to hate.
right, exactly,
When you go outside your box, man, you have more fun than you think. You got to, explore. You got to move around.
right.
But the
Now,
main thing is getting these youth together, from the juvenile hall to the streets to the wherever else, because they falling out and shooting each other and killing each other for somebody else. Don't even be they be. And they getting life sentences for that.
right. Now, me and you was talking about, I do want to collaborate with you and do like a career day and stuff. Now, Sherrod, since you own your own home inspection company, he would be a good one to come, speak to, especially the youth about owning business and being home inspectors and stuff like that, because you don't really see too many people talking about that,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. I think that'll be a good thing and stuff. You there?
What, Jay?
Huh? Okay, so yeah. I was just saying that, with Sherrod owning his own home inspection business, he'll be a good person to come speak to the youth about starting your own business and stuff.
No, see, we want all that. If
Yeah.
anybody come speak, the door's open.
So
We got
you
a
hear
class.
that, Sherrod? So
We
get
got
in
a class
touch with them.
tomorrow. We got a class tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, what's the class about tomorrow?
It's just different curriculums and different stuff every week.
Okay.
They're becoming a good agenda. It depends the crowd of the class and the type of people in the class. Everybody don't need the same stuff.
Okay, gotcha. All right. All right. So we done talked about your music. We talked about, you driving cars at 11.
Mm.
Being a mentor, your wife, like I said, if I would have known that she had, her own and stuff, I most definitely would have both of you guys on here and
Mm.
everything. But I do want to connect with her. So please give her my number because especially, with dealing with the young women and everything and stuff. In fact, me and Marvelous was talking about, collaborating and doing something too.
Yep. So I said, what's up? That's my dog right there too.
Yes, I love Marv. And this, is there anybody else that you want to mention or anything else you want to mention before I'll let you go or anything?
916 Community Alliance. I mean, that's a group I started on the CEO of it. Try to bring our neighborhoods together at one round table. You know what I mean? We was gonna like do the sports thing, do the dinner thing, and all of us push around Sac, trying to get bring stuff together. That's why I said when you give it up for certain people, you leave people out, and in this world, that's the problem. Not to me, because I get left out all the time, but I don't trip. My spirit is too high. My heart is good, so it don't bother me. Back in the day, stuff bothered me. Nothing bothers me no more.
Right. Now,
But I give a shout out to everybody. Everybody's doing what we're doing. Everybody's trying to make change.
mhm.
That part for sure.
You got a good name out there too, because like I said, a couple people that I mentioned your name to, yeah, they spoke very highly of you, so
Yeah.
and stuff. So everybody watching, it doesn't matter where, like he said, it doesn't matter, where you live, what part of Sac, what hood you are, we
Mhm.
just got to come together, for these kids and stuff, um, and we got to stick together, you know,
Period.
really got to,
Period.
really got to stick together and stuff. And we need, I just, things are just going, I'm keep stuttering because things, as I'm talking to you, I'm getting all these ideas and stuff, just like I'm throwing out about, about the,
That's how it be though. I already know.
yeah, and stuff. There's just so much that we can do and collaborate and stuff. And I'm so glad that hit me up and stuff and everything. And like I said, I'm pretty sure, we met years ago and, stuff. Now, one question, did you have a store?
Oh no, my cousin had a store, but I was like at these stores. Like Curdy had one, my cousin Booty had one, so my cousin Champagne had one. So family stores.
Okay, someone thought recently that you had a store or something.
No, I mean, like I said, my cousin had a store. My stuff was in her store.
Okay. Oh, so you got stuff in a store?
Yeah, I have stuff in a few stores. But like I said, my cousin, she cooked. She know I still my other little cousin. She got a young girl store. So the family do what they do.
Okay, so what are those stores that people can go support?
I don't know names by heart.
Okay, so you see that.
I get,
I'm not the only
hey,
one.
I get the flyer sent it to you.
Okay, all right, yeah, do that. And and I want to, shout out their stores and stuff too. We get it and everything. So, all right. Anything else before I it, let you go? We got a lot of folks up here watching and stuff.
Appreciate you having me on the show. You know what I'm saying? I like your vibe and everything that come with you.
Oh, well, thank you. I always try to, like I was telling you, this is so much better than carrying all that damn heavy equipment and stuff. Send us
No, no,
a
for
link,
sure.
go live and see who's watching and stuff. And then you're at home, you're comfortable, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? And it's just a good way to promote anything positive. I'm all for it, you know what I
Right.
mean? So
Mhm.
any way I can help, anything that you do, feel free to tag me on it, so I can
Got you.
share it out and and keep me updated, on your events so I could, try to, be there and support and stuff. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. During the wintertime, I usually hibernate because I don't like going out in that cold.
Right. Now I feel you.
But if it's very important and if it ain't raining too hard, I'll be there.
Got you.
Okay.
Yep.
So, all right. And so shout out your handles. Shout out your Facebook, IG, whatever, how people can get in touch with you.
Uh, Facebook is Bliff McDowell. IG is Bliff the Gift.
Okay, and that's BLIFF, right?
Yep.
All right. So, you guys, man, the youth is the future.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you know, all you OGs and stuff, and include when I say OGs, us women too, okay?
Right.
We gotta give, back. We just really, really gotta give back and stuff. So I appreciate you. And anytime that you want to come on, you got my number, hit me up, and we gotta schedule something, like I said, with you, and your wife, so we could get, find out more about her organization, about the about the, young ladies and stuff.
It's all good. I'm ready anytime.
All right. All right. Thank you so much again. And I will talk to you later.
All right, have a good one.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.